Hey Max here. Hopefully your monthly grinding is going well. I want to talk about the Season 2 launch and what it means for your squad generally. Obviously, this is the first time we ever gone through 99s and rotations. Luckily, there's no rotation at the start of Season 2, so don't worry about that at all. You can use all of your cards that you have earned all the way through July. So don't be freaking out. I know some people say, oh, should I panic sell? Should I sell before Season 2 launches? We're going to talk about some scenarios here and why it makes a little bit of sense to maybe offload some cards. But overall, like, you can still use all the cards throughout it. So I was able to luckily finish my I finished the event, right? I got all my wins for the event. I was also able to finish monthlies literally on my 20th win, which was kind of a W. But I do want to talk about this collection right here, and in the set collection, because it drives a lot of what set 1 is and what set 2 will be also. Okay, so these cards, and whatever cards we get this week, probably some on Tuesday, whatever it is, before they all rotate out Friday. We'll go look at the schedule again. Sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth a little bit. We get a roster update and ranked update on Friday. We also get Season 2 launch, so Friday is going to be another massive content day. It's very strange. Like, they drop everything on one day, and then the rest of the week's just kind of like, maybe like a couple cards there. But upgrades and downgrades. New 4-week rank program, so we know that's only a month long, or I guess slightly longer, slightly shorter than most months outside of February, 4 weeks. But Season 2 launch, Team Affinity, Set 2 collection bosses, the blank arrive in blank. So we'll see what that has to do with anything on that Friday. But what does this mean for Set 1? Generally, it's going to be a huge content drop, right? Team Affinity, we're going to get a new one of those. But like, I kind of want to talk about this set, right? And what's going to happen to a lot of cards. So I currently have a lot of cards here stacked up from Set 1 because of my Spin the Wheel series. So you're going to see a lot of cards that are kind of expensive still in the bind, and it's going to kind of not exactly go with what I'm about to say, but with Season 2, so Set 1 cards, there'll be no more Set 1 cards printed, right? Set 1 will be set in stone, essentially, unless they make some sort of change to what I imagine what the program's going to be. But so Set 1's here. Set 1 is set. And why I think, like, it's not about, if you want to get Set 1 completed, right? If you want to get Ruth, you want to get Chipper, which I'm a couple short, and we'll lock in here in this video, my monthly stuff and Tops Now. It's not a bad idea to go ahead and grab guys at minimum value, right? Because they literally can't go away. The only thing is, like, you lock them in for good, and you lose that 10,000 stubs, anything over 92 overall. Now, there are a lot of cards out of certain packs that are like 26k, right? We did a really good job. Hopefully you guys invested in a lot of these cards that were in packs in the flash sale. We'll talk about stub sales and stuff coming up here in a second, but I would sell almost every single card above quick sell value, because if they're at quick sell value, they literally can't go down. They can only go up, and maybe people will at the end and into Set 2 decide, hey, I want to finish Set 1, and maybe the prices go up because we don't know. But if cards are above quick sell value, like that Cunha's like, twice, double, 3 times, whatever it is, his quick sell value, there's a good chance we're going to get a lot of these packs, right? And a lot of these cards have come up from packs, right? Like the Welcome to the Show pack, WBC packs. A lot of them have gone up in price quite a bit, right? And that's the Tops Now. I should just lock that in. And so it's not a bad idea to go ahead and get out from under that, because I do expect our conquests, maybe they'll do some packs in the XP reward path to fill that out a little bit with old content to help a lot of people finish Set 1 that maybe didn't have as many stubs to spend on 26,000 stub cards, but now these cards are 10k, or they're getting for free from the thing. They can lock them in, because you'll be able to use Chipper or Pedro or Ruth all year long, whichever one you want to use in that specific game. Obviously, they can be used in events all year long. I don't expect this set to go away at all. So that's kind of what my thinking is right now. Go ahead and sell expensive cards. I think, is Sanchez expensive? Yeah, I got to sell off this Gary Sanchez. I think I pulled him actually. But he's got to get sold. So I got some selling myself to do personally, but we'll see. Of course, it's all not going to immediately drop. I do expect a little bit of a market drop though for the new content, as people are excited for Friday, and that's on its way. And we got 219, so we're only going to need Oh man, we're gonna need 40 more or so for all 3 boss set collection packs. But I don't know if I'm gonna get the 3rd one. I'll probably just have Ruth and Chipper, and then just let the pitchers kind of work themselves out, since Pedro's really good. Pedro's really good. I just think there's gonna be a lot of really good pitchers on their way here pretty soon, because you know, Outlier is just going to be the name of the game going forward. It's already basically on almost every single, like, it's like a Bob Gibson simulator out there and ranked a lot of times. But anyways, that's kind of my point about the set 1, right? So I would go ahead and maybe offload a few of those cards that have gone up in price quite a bit just to get those liquid stubs if you have any. Otherwise, like, it's going to be a fun set too with all the rewards on the way. Now, one thing I want to talk about, right? Investments and stub sales potentially. Now, last year I think we got the stub sale at the end of May was our first stub sale. So when you go in to buy stubs, you get like 30% off or whatever it is for the amount of stubs that you can get, right? Like, so 150,000 stubs instead of being like $100 will be like 60, $70 depending on the percentage. Sometimes they do half off, but that's not till later in the season. So generally when stubs are cheaper, the market goes up. Specifically like live series dudes oftentimes go up. So this might not be something we need to look forward to like immediately. It might not happen next Friday. Could be, you know, Friday after that and, you know, a few weeks into that. But, you know, there's some very expensive cards. The live series is about as cheap as it's been, I think, in the history of live series at this point. Like Mike Trout, like if you look back the last few years at this point, it'd be like 400,000 stubs. So it's still expensive to do the live series and probably not worth it, you know, outside of maybe Sosa. But we're going to be getting so many 99s that cards are going to quickly catch the live series at their spots. I mean, we got Tatis, you got Chipper that can play shortstop. If you put Chapman at third base also, that, you know, Trey Turner, a lot of people like at shortstop. So Jeter's not necessarily a need. He's a good card, don't get me wrong. I really like him. His swing isn't insane or anything like that, but he's a good, solid, like really well statted, or attributed cards, whatever you want to call them. But just know stub sales will inflate the market. I don't expect us to get a flash sale for a little bit longer since we just got one a week ago. Hopefully you guys were able to make profit off. Was that a week or 2 weeks ago now? Feels like week in a couple days because it is Sunday. All right, the one investment that like I'm kind of thinking about right now are the 99 overall. Let's just go to the XP reward path, guys. The XP reward path, guys, because they're 99 overalls, and I don't know, outside of, like, later this year, what the heck? I just gotta spin the wheel. I'm guessing this is gonna be 5 packs. No, I got a charisma pack. All right, cool. Nice. Anyways, I don't know how that happened, but anyways, it's not a bad, like Bob Gibson, one of the top 3 pitchers in the game right now. 10 games, 33 innings pitched, 2.14 ERA for me. He is very hard to hit with his outlier, his sinker, his change, his slider. He is a devastator. Even the curveball gets people. I'm surprised the curveball is as good as it is. So Bob Gibson, a very usable starter, 19K. So he's double what quick sell value is. So there is risk. He could go down to 11K if we get this pack as like a rewind pack next series. I don't think they're going to do that quickly, though. Lindor is a great switch hitter. I haven't really used him a whole lot. Yeah, only 25 at-bats, 440. He just hasn't hit my ranks team because I didn't land on him on the wheel, right? Same with Ricky Henderson. Haven't really used him, but he's fast, right? Marketplace keeps going down. He's about leveled out there around 20K. All these guys have, so it's not a bad idea. Murakami's got perfect power. I'm hitting 419 with him. Still, you know, 19 to 20K. So there is risk here. There is risk here in these 99s, but being as good as they are, I could see these easily going up over 30K, okay? So there is a little bit of upside, but the upside is, you know, maybe other people invest in it too. And then, like, these cards literally have no downside. The problem is these things have been spit out from the wheel so often. There's such a glut of supply on them. There is no downside because they quick sell for 10K, and then you can just buy them at 10K. People just sell them to you at 10K and get 9K themselves. I don't know why, but they do it. Moncada's an incredible switch hitter. I really like this card. I know a lot of people do. Juan Moncada is a lot of people's one of their favorite cards. Freddie Freeman's I8, I think. So maybe you want to invest in some of these solid players here at 97 that are literally the only thing you're going to lose is the time value of stubs. So you're going to have stubs locked in, maybe potentially for investments. If they don't bear out, you just can get your stubs back immediately by quick selling them. So not that big of a deal. But those are like okay things to go ahead and pay attention to. These season 1 reward paths that are going away. Team affinities, season 1. I don't wait, these are no sell ones. Which are the I always forget. Yeah, these are all no sell, so there's not really much to do on investments here. I'm trying to think of other things. I know I had those. I had the 99 XP and 97 reward path. I'm trying to think of other programs. I don't think these programs are going away. Doesn't seem to be expiration dates on them. And that's kind of what I want to talk about with season 1 or series 1. I might be missing something. I probably am. But I'll probably think of it later. And, you know, we can always talk over on twitch.tv/Gutfoxx. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Bye.